Namaste students, myself Sunil Kumar from the Department of Computer Science. Today we are moving to the next session based on the chapter Internet and Open Source Concept. Internet and Open Source Concept. And today's our topic is e-commerce and types of e-commerce, advantages of e-commerce and disadvantages of e-commerce, and also with the IPR, intellectual property rights, IPR issues. We are going to discuss with these topics. And in the last session, we discussed with the WWW. Mainly we discussed with the WWW. WWW means it is a World Wide Web. And also we discussed with the, after that we discussed advantages of World Wide Web. Advantages of World Wide Web and also with the disadvantages. If we take the advantages, there are some disadvantages also there, and that also we discussed. Advantages of WWW and disadvantages of WWW. And also we discussed with the Telnet. Telnet means older internet utility to access the remote computer. To access the remote computers, you can use the Telnet, and how you can remotely log in. After that we discussed with the web browsers. Different types of web browsers, and also web browser is a client software to access the internet. Then after that we discussed with the web server. And also we discussed with the websites, different website, and in that website, after that we discussed with the web pages. Web pages also we discussed. Web pages in that home page and web portal. Then URL and domain. What is the URL and what is the domain? If you take the URL, in that type will be there, then address will be there, then path will be there. So these are different types. If you want to set the URL, mainly HTTP is required, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, HTTP is required. Then that is the internet structure or internet type structure. Then after that, address of the web page. Then also with the different domain names. One is .com, .org, .au, like that, different domain names and domain country also. And also we discussed with the different domain countries. So today we will move to our topic, that is e-commerce. What is e-commerce? E-commerce nowadays is very much helpful for us. It is not possible to, because of lockdown, we can't go anywhere. So if you use the e-commerce, the trading of goods and services with the help of telecommunications and computers. So by sitting in home, we can purchase items. By sitting inside the home, we can purchase any kind of item. That is actually the main advantage of the e-commerce. That is actually known as e-commerce. E-commerce is the trade of goods and services. Not only goods, it is also some services with the help of telecommunication and computer. By computer, we are going to purchase any goods. Normally, if you are going to purchase anything through the e-commerce or through the help of computer, through the help of internet, or World Wide Web, if you are going to purchase any item online, purchasing item online, and also selling items online, and giving some services through online, that is actually known as e-commerce. E-commerce means electronic commerce, that is the trade of goods and services. Trading means either sending or also either selling or also either buying, that is trading. Trading the goods either or goods or services, some services also possible by help of the telecommunication and computer, or selling the goods using the phone or any mobile if you are going to use, that also known as e-commerce. E-commerce involves the automation of variety of business. To consumers transaction through reliable and secure connections. By using the reliable and secure connection, transferring the data or making the automation from the variety of business to the consumer. From the variety of business to the consumer, if you are going to transfer the data or transfer the variety of goods through to the users or consumers through reliable and secure connection. Remember, when you are going to apply the e-commerce, then should be a secured one. Remember that it should be secured connections and reliable connection. A good connection and should be secured one. If insecure means there may be chance of losing the data, or there may be chance of losing the product. E-commerce process. How e-commerce is working? A consumer uses a web server. First, consumer uses a web server to connect the home page of a merchant website on the internet. First, what you have to do means, first you have to open. Actually, you know all this process. Normally, if you want to purchase one item through one site, online if you want to purchase, normally go to Flipkart. From that we'll then we'll add to, then we'll select the item, then we'll go for buy now. Then either you'll set the payment option, either which one you want, then either a cash out delivery, or you can pay through the credit card or any other method, then you will buy the product. That method only. But here is given in different method, different way. This is a older method. So that is new method what we are using now. So the same method is given here. Consumer uses a web browser. He uses web browser to connect the home page of merchant website. Merchant website, for example, Flipkart. We can take the Flipkart. That is a merchant website. You can see like that. So that is not a merchant, or that is also, we can tell that is a merchant website. From that, through the internet, you have to connect that site. Through the web, in your system, your web browser will be there. By using that one, you have to connect the merchant's website on the internet. The consumer browses the catalog of products featured based on the site and select the items to purchase. So he will select, the person or consumer is going to select the items based on the catalog. Different items will be there, or you can give you the search option. By searching the data, we can get the data. The selected items are placed in an electronic equivalent shopping cart. So after selecting the topic, we will give to add to cart. Our own cart will be there, or add to cart, we will add that product to cart. Then after, so if you want to purchase multiple items, that add to cart is required. Otherwise, add to cart is not required. Directly you can buy the product. But whenever if you want to buy multiple product, so all the products should be added to the cart. After adding all the product to the cart, when the consumer is ready to complete the purchase items, when the consumer is ready to complete all the purchase items, it provides a bill to the ship address. It provides bill to the ship address for purchase and delivery. If you want to purchase, if delivery, then it will provide the shipping address. Then when the credit card number is validated, then the order is completed. So we can give the through payment to the credit card also, and also nowadays is possible with the cash on delivery. When credit card number is validated and order is completed at the commerce server side. From the commerce server side, payment is done. The merchant side is displays the receipt confirming the customer purchase. Normally, when you are going to build the data, when you are going to, after adding the card, you have to go for buy option. Then if you go to buy option, if you select the credit card or debit card, whatever, any card or anything, so it will, commerce site will be there. From that will, amount will be deducted from your account, so that will be displayed in a merchant site. The merchant site display the receipt and confirming the customer purchase. The commerce server side then forward the order to a processing network for the payment fulfillment. So the first payment will be taken by the commerce site, then that commerce site will send the payment to the merchant site, to processing and fulfillment. So this is the process of buying. This is the process of buying. So example is given on the one figure. So first customer place the order. So that order through the Visa card. The example is given is a credit card, Visa card. So not only this card, any other method also possible. Then order from, then order completed. Then if order is completed, the email will be sent to the merchant. Merchant will send one email to the customer. Both send messages. Then after that, order sent to the warehouse. Then from that shipping carrier, the date or the item will be reached to you. So this is the process of e-commerce. E-commerce data will be transferred like this. So next, the different types of e-commerce. The first one is business to business. It's possible to trade the goods from business to business. Second one is from business to consumer. Possible to send or sell the product to business to consumer, B2C. The next, consumer to business. One consumer can send the product to business companies, and also consumer to consumer. Consumer to consumer. So these are the different, mainly 4 types of e-commerce: B2B, B2C, C2B, and C2C. The first one is business to business. First one is business to business. The exchange of services and information or product from one business to another business partner. One business will be there and 2 business companies. 2 business companies sharing the or selling the products. Selling the product. One business company is selling his product or her product to another business company. Their product to another business company, that is actually known as business to business. Example is Intel selling microprocessor to Dell company. Dell company is a computer company. Intel is only that producing microprocessors. That microprocessor is sent to the one more company, Dell company. That is actually the business to business. The next one is business to consumer. Business to consumer. The exchange of services and information product from one business to consumer. From one business to consumer. Business is sending the product to the one consumer. That is actually known as business to consumer. Example is Dell selling me a laptop. Website through Flipkart or Amazon or Snapdeal. Through any website, Dell company is selling the product to any person. Consumer. That is actually the business to consumer. The next one is consumer to business. One consumer is selling the product to business. Consumer directly contact with the business vendors by posting their project work on some budget on the online. Some needy company or some companies, they need that one, they will check that one and they will directly bid for that one. They directly bid for that one, they will buy the product. That is actually the consumer to business. Means consumer is selling his product to one business company. Consumer selling his product to the business company. That is known as C2B. Example Guru.com and also the Freelancer.com. Freelancer.com and also the Guru.com is example for consumer to business. The next one is consumer to consume. Consumer to consume. One consumer provides selling his product to another private consumer. One consumer selling product to another consumer. That is actually known as consumer to consumer. Best example is OLX. One consumer is selling one product to another consumer. That is actually known as consumer to consumer. Example is OLX site. Next, advantages of e-commerce. Advantages of e-commerce. So advantage is buying and selling can be done online at any time. So 24 hours is possible. It's possible to buy the product in 24 hours. Any 24 hours is possible to buy the product. If you're going to shop will be open from morning 9 to evening or night. So if you want to buy the product late at night, that is not possible. But that is possible in case of e-commerce. It provides faster payment through the electronic fund transfer. Through the electronic fund transfer, possible to do the payment faster. Online payment reduces the work of carrying money to the shop and also saves the money. So online payment that reduces the work of going to shop and pay the money and also saves money, because when you're going to purchase an item when you're going to some shop, you are going to purchase an item, means you have to go and you have to come back. For that also money is required. So that you can save in case of online. Customer can search a competitive prices quickly before purchasing the item. So consumer will get the more options. Customer or consumer will get the more options. Competitive price you can search. So you can purchase the item. Wider choice for item selection. You will get the wider choice for item selection. You can select the item easily. You will get the wider choice. Without going to shop, consumer can view the product through website, and also that will save time. So without going to the shop, we can see the items. We can see the items and we can see the product and we can purchase. That is also one advantage of the e-commerce. Then next will be the IPR issues. IPR stands for intellectual property rights. IPR stands for intellectual property right. Intellectual property right, IPR, means the copyrights and patents and trademark design held by the person or a company who have invented or designed a product. Hyper issues means one person is designing one product. Normally we will go for designing. One person is designing one particular product. After designing the particular product, then he should get the patent for that one. He should get the patents, because if you are get the patent, other person cannot design the same thing. Other person cannot design the same thing. That is actually a copyright issue. That is actually known as designs, or that is known as patents. If others design the same, other copying that one means that will be the beyond the rules. So they will get punished. That is a mainly IPR issues. Mainly that is actually known as IPR issues. For example, if you are going to create one short movie, if you are going to shoot a short movie, then you should get the copyright option. If you get the copyright option means then others cannot copy that video. Others cannot copy the particular video what you created. And also trademark, that is for some industrial purpose. Some industry that will get the trademarks. So that is not possible to copy. And also with the industrial design, some designs will be there. And some patents, integrated circuits, like that these are the some rules. If you not following these rules, you will be caught by the police. You will be possible to punished by the under Indian government. So some issues are there. So the main benefit of the IPR is our well creation. So we can create our own creation, and also ownership will be get. You will get the ownership of the particular data or particular designs. And talent attraction is also possible to attract the talent, show the talent and image of trustworthy organization. You will get the some organization, trustworthy organizations. Example, Wipro, World Intellectual Property Organization. It is not WIPO. That is actually the World Intellectual Property Organization. WIPO. That is the World Intellectual Property Organization. So under that we can get the patents. Under that we will get the patents for our productions. IPR related issues in India like patents, trademarks, copyright, design, everything by Act 1970. It is rule Act in 1970 and Patent Rule 2003. Patent Act 1970 and Patent Rule 2003. Trademark Act 1999 and Trademark Rule 2002. Copyright Act 1957 and Design Act 2000 and Design Rule 2001. These are the some rules. So Indian government or designs, all if you are going to design in India, so these are the rules are available. We can see that rules, that is not actually required for us. So we can see the rules, some rules and regulations are there. So if others are copying that one, according to this act, we can put the case on upon that one. For example, you designed one logo. For example, you designed a particular logo and others copy that one. Others copied that one means we can, by seeing this, by applying these rules or regulations, we can put on the case upon that one, upon the particular person. So by here we reach the end of session today. In this session mainly we discussed with the e-commerce and types of e-commerce and how e-commerce will work. Types of e-commerce and advantages. Types of e-commerce: business to business, business to consumer, consumer to consumer and consumer to business. These are the mainly 4 types. This is the mainly 5 mark question based on this chapter. They will ask this question. And also the advantages of e-commerce. Some advantages of the e-commerce, and also with the IPR issues, intellectual property issues or rights, intellectual property rights, that is some rules and regulations. So if you are going to design your own product, you should get the patent for that one. So if you get the patent, other people cannot duplicate your copy, other people cannot copy your product, other people cannot copy your product. So this is the IPR. So IPR provides different rules: intellectual property right, patent right, so then design right. So these are some copyright issues. All these rules and regulations are there. Other peoples are going to copy your product, other peoples are copying your product means, so you can put the case upon them. You can put the case upon them. So if you are going to design one logo, that logo will be there. If same logo is copied from other people copied your same logo, then you can put the case upon them. Slight change is there means that is a new logo. If slight changes are there means that is we can't say that is a copy. Slight changes are there means that we can't say the copy. So sometimes that is also happens in India. some rules and regulations, some loopholes will be there. One later if you change also, that will be new product. If you create any, if you check any duplicate product, then you come to know one letter will be changed, or some logo, some design will be changed in that. Remaining everything is same, but one dot, one layer, something will be changing in that particular product. That is a designs. So by here we reach end of our session today. In this session we mainly discussed all these topics. So I'll wind up my today's topic. Thank you.